Hello, this is Powder Dust, and thank you again for joining me for another World of Tanks video. Today's video is going to be about the Tiger H. I've done a couple of Tiger H videos before, I never really dwelled upon the stats of the tank, so what I wanted to do is just spend a minute or two just comparing the Tiger H, which is the Tier 7 Heavy, to its brethren in the other nationalities' tiers, the ones it kind of finds itself up against quite a lot. So we've got the Tiger H here. Its hull armour is nothing very much to write home about. 108.282 front, sides, rear. Speed's not bad. It's okay. 30 mile an hour speed. Sorry, kilometre an hour speed limit. Traverse speed is okay as well. But where it actually starts to shine is with the gun. The gun is the long 88. It does average damage of 240, 203 average penetration. Its accuracy is 0.34. It's very accurate. Aiming time not so good. A lot of people don't really know how to play the Tiger H, and certainly I didn't for some time. And they think because it's such an iconic tank, it's a solo Pwnmobile, so they can rush around the map and basically never get killed. The trouble is, you look at these sides, they're flat and flat at the front. So the German designers in World War II didn't really think about sloped armour until they encountered the Russian T-34, and then they soon learnt that actually sloped armour is the way forward. Let's just have a look at the tech tree very quickly. Look at the T-29, which is what is the American equivalent. Actually, let me go into it. Look at the top gun, the best gun. Some people do use the 90mm, so let's show that as well. And we're going to look at the USSR-IS, their top gun. And we're going to look at the German long 88, which is just what we showed you, which is going to be this one here. Okay, so let's spread these out. The Russian US IS gun there, and we've got the two T-29 guns here. Now, as you can see, the top Russian gun does a lot of damage, 390 damage compared to the German 240, but the accuracy is horrendous, 0.46 compared to 0.34. This is not a gun for long-range encounters or even medium-range encounters. You've got to get up close in their face, which is where the accuracy doesn't come into it so much. Rate of fire is a lot slower. Penetration is lower. Look at the American guns. You've got penetration 198 on their top gun, which is coming close to the 203 penetration of the German 88, so that's fine. Damage much higher, yep, compared to 240. However, accuracy is lower, not as bad as the Russian accuracy, but also look at its rate of fire. Rate of fire is worse than the Russian rate of fire, 4.38 compared to the 88, 6.59. Accuracy is off as well, but it does aim faster. The 90mm gun, slightly different kettle of fish, much cheaper to run than the 105, so a lot of T-29 drivers do prefer the 90. Penetration 160, so it's considerably down. In fact, of all the four guns here, it's the least penetrative of them all. Damage, same as the 88. Accuracy is second place in accuracy, 0.38. Aim time is still better than the 88 as well. So really, if you're looking at a gun that's really good for accuracy, for sniping, and for penetration, the 88 is the way forward. So really, it is well balanced. It is a good tank. You have to angle your armor at all costs. Try not to get hit, basically. But really, if you're not the top tier, if you're in a higher tier game, tier 8 or tier 9 you're facing, stay second line, support the big tanks by sniping. If you're the top tier in the game, all bets are off. You can lead the charge and do as much damage as you can. So enough chat, let's get on with the game. The map is Highway. I love this map, I think it's great. There's so many different ways that you can play this. There's shelter for the heavies, there's nice open ground for maybe the light tanks, and also the tank destroyers, which love open ground for sniping. So there's always something going on. It's great. I love this map, fantastic. Right, the majority of our heavies have gone south. However, myself, Evil Phish in an IS, who I'm platooned with, a Lerva and a Type 59 are covering the northern sector. An ELC AMX has gone wide and gone north, so he's going to be our early scout, and he immediately lights up a KV2, so I'll lock on, 630 odd meters, take a shot, get a hit, great, love the gun. IZ-152, that's going to be my next target, obviously much more important than fire. Phish fires and misses, I fire and miss, disappointing. 650 meters though is, you're not going to be guaranteed hits every time. So I'll take another shot, miss the second shot. There's a Jagdpanzer 4 as well there. Phish takes a shot and hits him. Hits a moving Izu with the KV-1 gun. Oh, sorry, with the IS gun. Very impressive. I take a shot and the Jagdpanzer 4 disappears before it lands, but according to the end of game results screen, I do actually hit and damage him, so 2 out of 4 shots at that range. I think got to be happy with that, really. There's a T-34 down at the bottom there, already quite heavily damaged. So that's good. Our southern heavies haven't run into much in the city yet. So we're just going to be sat here in a bush, minding our own business, just seeing what we can see. Type 59 rushes down to engage the T-34 and he lights up 2 tank destroyers. I don't know what they're doing there really, but they've been caught out in the open and they suffer for that. Phish kills the Jagdpanzer IV. I shoot the Jagdpanther and my shot hits the next shot, just disappears. I guess I miss. Type 59 crosses my line of fire. And I miss again. Unbelievable. This gun can be a little bit temperamental sometimes. But he gets finished off, which is great. So, and down at the bottom, the T-59, Type 59, finishes off the T-34, which is excellent. But he gets hit by the dug-in Izu 152, does 600 plus damage, and wipes him out in 1 hit. That's nasty. So we're not going to push up. There's an Izu 152 there. Those things are horrendous damage. But we see an M6 tootling along in the riverbed. I type in chat, don't go any further, there's an Izu 152 there. He can probably one-shot you. You're going to get mashed up. But he doesn't see it, or he ignores it, and there's absolutely nothing we can do apart from watch him tootle up the riverbed, and we're kind of praying that he doesn't get hit. He can spot something, we can provide covering fire, anything really. ELC AMX, they spot each other, he gets lit up, ELC lands a hit, and just off camera there he gets finished by the Izu 152, as we predicted. I can't get a clear shot on the ELC, then he disappears. So that's actually pretty disappointing. We've also lost the Lerva on our side as well, in all that action. So it's just myself and Phish now. And Phish has actually gone back to try and deal with the ELC AMX, which has popped up again and is harassing some of the tanks to our rear. And as you can see, Phish takes a bead and boom, one-shots it. Gotta love that. So, a few seconds later, back with me, spot a KV-2 down there, just by the riverbank. So I get hit. He's near enough now to spot me up, and the Tiger camouflage isn't really worth anything. So I take another shot. He hits me for just under 300 damage. I decide, you know what, it's probably time to move now. They got 2 RT. RT doesn't try and hit me here, which is odd, because nothing else of ours is spotted, so I don't know what else they'd be firing at. But anyway, I kind of count the blessings, back up. KV-2's disappeared, as Phish has killed it actually, sorry, which is great. So it's looking a little bit tense, and we got 2 heavies, the medium, and 2 RT. They've got 2 RT, medium, sorry, 2 mediums, a heavy, and that Izu. Izu's the big problem. It is already damaged though due to Phish's earlier shot, so that's certainly something in our favour. So we turn around and head back to the cap. Really, it's down to them to attack us now because they've got the weight of numbers. They know we're not going to be pushing up. So we sit back and defend because it's always easier to defend than attack, especially on a map like this, which is fairly open. So we dig in and wait, trying to grab what cover we can. That artillery round goes in and just misses Phish, and I don't know whether they're firing blindly or whether he had been spotted. I'm thinking they were just fired blindly, but acutely aware that this could be over very soon, could be very nasty, depending on how they choose to attack us. T-44. We hit each other almost simultaneously. I don't angle my armour enough, stupidly, so I suffer for that with a 250 hit. RT goes in, misses me, the smoke obscures where I was going, and I actually accidentally clip the building and actually ruin my own cover. Now I make a mistake here, and I basically forget that I would still be spotted, and I hang my arse out a bit from behind cover. And artillery just misses. I don't get any splash damage. I was lucky, but that was a mistake on my part. See the VK36 there? I try and attempt a side scraper by just backing out, angled, shoot him. But I guess he must have clipped my front and does 150 damage. And here's the Izu. He's the priority target. He hits Phish, RT hits him, and we finish him. So that's a major threat down. We can breathing a little bit easier, this game might be winnable. But again, the RT is always going to be a threat to us. Phish gets clipped by RT. Only a small amount of damage though. Must have been splash. Try and take a bead on this VK. Take a hurried shot and I miss. Again, the RT's hassling Phish. Just missed him again there. So we spot a KV2 off to the left here. And this is actually a serious threat to us now. Exposing our flanks. With the VK in front of us, this is looking a little bit dicey. So I turn my armour, angle it. He's just disappeared behind that silo. Phish is in a worse position than I am, so we've got to finish this guy fast and hope the VK doesn't push up. Phish hits him. And I finish him just as he cloaks. So I say to Phish on TeamSpeak, we're going to have to finish off this VK fast now, so we both start to push out. But we will push out very shortly. I'll go in for a reload. We get splashed by RT, but it's only 15 hit points, so it's not too bad. I think we're a bit overcautious here, if you ask me, but we push out now. Get hit by RT, 74 damage. Not too bad, not the end of the world. VK shoots at Phish, gets taken down. I keep going with the momentum, don't want to get hit by RT again, so keep pushing down into the riverbed. We've now got only 2 RT left to kill. It's looking winnable. So push up and over. Do apologise for the frame rate in this video. Fraps was playing silly beggars. So RT's there. I can't get a hit on him, so I'm going to move around the dip, but Phish kills him from his position. Keep pushing up, heading on towards the cap. Got no idea where the RT is, but we're taking a risk here. If the RT's gone over the top, north and then west down, they could end up out-capping us. So keep pushing up, fingers crossed. And there's their RT. Take a bead. And he goes down. Nice game, we got 9 kills between us. But I do have to give a mention to the RT players, especially the Hummel player. They were very switched on, and without them I think the battle might have ended slightly differently. But decent credits, decent XP. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will catch you next time. Cheers.